7 times superior to painting, involving not a single but 8 perspectives. There's never been a more elegant or fanciful creation.
Mixed Roman and Florentine elements, varied mannerist features.
You're very knowledgeable, Mr. Mallon. I did not imagine that Emilio would betray me.
Emilio didn't imagine either that his partner in this affair would betray him. With a couple of bullets in the back.
Yes, man doesn't change. Treachery everywhere.
Greed, Mr. Dashfield. And money the root cause.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
And you, Mr. Mallon, do you not have your price?
Are you about to make an offer for my services?
$250,000 for the return of the Cellini.
You did say dollars.
What else?
Switzerland.
Wherever you wish.
Greed's a terrible thing.
Does that mean that we have a deal?
I am tempted.
Yes, I counted on that.
And if I fail?
There is no reward for failure, Mr. Mallon. A man with your experience of life should know that. I can tell you who is behind the theft.
Well, in that case, Mr. Dashfield, why hire me? Why not call in the forces of law and order?
Because I must have immediate results. My life expectancy must be somewhat limited, wouldn't you agree? You must go to Paris. Be devious. Move in oblique lines. Your opponent is a man of infinite resource.
Name?
Philippe de Brion.
Philippe de Brion. Aristocrat.
Inherited a fortune at the age of 21. But he's also a connoisseur of the fine arts.
Intriguing. And challenging, even.
Do we have a deal?
Perhaps. But, Mr. Dashfield, why are you so certain this Philippe de Brion is concerned in this affair?
I will tell you why, Mr. Mallon, after we have shaken hands. So, what do you think of this Mallon, Martine?
For a private detective, he seems very capable.
Private detective? I don't think he'd thank you for calling him that.
Well, what else is he?
Well, have it your way. But few of his species can command his kind of fee.
I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Well, I'm not a fool, Martine. I've acquainted myself with his record. He took the kidnapper who abducted the Sieberman's daughter. He recovered the Rembrandt portrait for the Louvre. He was responsible
But Edwin, can you trust him?
Trust him?
The Cellini. What can its real value be?
What a suspicious girl you are, Martine.
I've lived to be 28.
Yes. Well, I've lived far, far longer. But one never stops learning. Maybe you're right. How would you like to go to Paris? You could buy some pretty clothes and keep your cynical eye on Mr. John Mallon for me.
Luscious elegance.
Beautiful. And they're so fragile.
And, Paradiscus armatus.
fantastic. And they're all so different.
10,000 known species.
10,000. And what did you say they were called?
Diatoms, a form of algae.
Oh. And what do they do?
Do? They float about in their billions and make up a large part of marine or lacustrine plankton. They contribute to the food of the plankton eaters, including the large whalebone whales.
Whales? You mean those enormous creatures eat those poor little things?
Yes, but they do eat them whole. Pay no attention. I really must get a Bell tape recording machine. It'll stop any interruptions. So do their little pilot fish.
What?
Eat diatoms whole.
Thought I was out of luck.
John Mallon.
Jason, great to see you.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yes. Well, was it Acapulco or was it Rio?
Caracas.
Was it?
Yes, Lalage.
How clever of you to remember.
I remember it well. I paid the bill.
Did you?
You're working hard, Jason?
Trying to. Jonquil John.
Je suis enchanté de vous voir, Jonquille.
I'm delighted to meet you, too.
It can be a disillusioning experience.
Only to the uninitiated. He doesn't change, does he? Well, what's going on here?
I was just showing Jonquil my diatoms.
Well, that's an ingenious variation on etchings.
I've become an authority.
Oh, yeah? Since when?
Yesterday.
Two diatoms.
They really are fascinating.
Really? All right, then, show me.
What brings you to Paris, John?
Fantastic. Could inspire Dolly.
So glad you like them.
Well, let's say I'm here on a working vacation. But I think you could help me, Jason. Now, I imagine you know all the interesting people in this city.
Very optimistic about my gregarious, since Paris has a population of 9 million.
Philip de Brion.
9,000,001.
You do know him.
Intimately.
How do I meet him? Casually.
To what end?
Let's say that I'm acting on behalf of a client.
Well, he has a supersonic poker school. Very selective. Invitation by personal bank statement. You want an introduction.
I knew you wouldn't fail me, Jason.
Premature, you may not thank me. Apart from a whole lot of other things, he hates losing.
There has been a death, a great distance away, but affecting you. This death was violent, and the man concerned is now in the city.
What is it? Why do you stop?
The pattern is complicated.
Am I involved?
It does not show.
Let me talk to Philippe de Brion.
Who is this?
Never mind who. Just tell him to come to the telephone. Tell him he'll want to hear what I got to say.
This is Philippe de Brion.
Who are you? The Golden Cellini. Interested? I asked a question. How about an answer?
Who are you?
The Cellini. Think about it. Martine, you mind telling me what you're doing here?
It's Edwin. He's hired John Mallon to get the Cellini back.
Mallon.
He suspects that Philip de Brion is behind the robbery.
Oh, we figured he'd suspect
But
that.
we didn't reckon on John Mallon. He's very sharp.
Maybe. I just contacted de Brion.
And?
Nothing. Just preliminaries. He'll bite. Now, do you mind telling me how you got away from Dashfield?
I hinted that perhaps Mallon wasn't to be trusted. So he sent me along to keep an eye on him.
You know, you are a very clever broad. Tell me, what did Dashfield offer, Mellon?
$250,000.
Quite a carrot.
We mustn't underestimate
We
him.
won't. We'll take care of him right away. And anybody else that gets in our way, sweetheart.
I'd better not have another one of those. They're much stronger than we make them. Hey, careful, you'll spill it.
There. I haven't spilled a drop of liquor since I was 5 years old.
So strong.
These glasses are so small, they're a quarter the size of a California bird bath.
You mean they drink martinis out of bird baths?
They won't drink them out of anything else. Here.
Here, I'd like to hear about it.
It?
I can't take that. I'll spill it.
Allow me. Sante. Now, what did you want to hear about?
California.
Well, it's nothing like Paris, but...
This is going to my head. It's going round just like a child's carousel.
Then you'd better stop drinking, because otherwise I might just take advantage of your condition.
You'd do that?
Mm-hmm. I'm ruthless.
If you were ruthless, you wouldn't give me a warning, would you?
Now you're being logical
I'm very clever.
and very beautiful. From head to toe, without a flaw,
Yes.
perfect,
Desirable.
eminently desirable.
How long did you say you were staying in Paris, John?
That, like life, is uncertain. Stay there. Hello.
Heinrich, etwas ist dazwischen gekommen. Es ist mir nicht möglich, dich heute Abend zu sehen.
There's got to be some mistake. I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch. Stay down. Somebody out there doesn't love me.
Somebody tried to kill you.
It's funny.
Funny.
Yeah. If you'd been quite sober, I'd be dead now. There's got to be a dubious moral somewhere. Hello? Good morning?
John.
Ah. Happened to be in the area buying one or two quite impractical things. Thought we might have a drink. What's the matter? Have I called at an inopportune moment? What's this all about, John?
I wouldn't stand there if I were you, Jason. It's drafty. You might catch an eternal chill.
Living dangerously, aren't you?
You know how it is when you're playing for high stakes.
At least neither of us will ever die of boredom. I thought I might arrange a school with Philip de Brion tonight. Are you still interested?
Am I invited?
Well, that's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Of course, yes. How much will I need?
Oh, I think you could jog along with about 50,000.
Yeah, well, Jason.
Yes, John?
Could you,
About 50,000.
Yeah. That should cover the lodge.
Was that 50,000?
Give or take 10,000.
I'll arrange for you to pick up 40,000.
Oh, you're so mean. Okay, you lead. I'll follow.
John Quill, John and I are going to have a drink at the Crillon. Would you care to join us?
Touche.
Well, what went wrong?
I missed. That's what went wrong.
You missed.
I missed! He had some gal with him. She must... it doesn't matter anyway.
But you said it
Never
was
mind what I said. We didn't come all this way to worry about Malin.
Just as you say, Frankie.
If we get another chance, okay. I got more important things to worry about than him. Look, I'm not going to blow the whole ball of wax trying to get Malin. Satisfied?
And 500.
I'll see that. Queens must lose.
Ladies do have a nasty habit of letting one down.
Can you advance me 10,000, Jason?
Thank you.
Three.
I'll take 2.
One.
I'll play these.
Dealer takes 3.
200.
$200. And a feather, 200.
$400 a stay.
800. Another 800.
Cover 12. And a feather 1200.
Covered. And another 5,000.
Are you free tomorrow, Jason?
Depends. What time?
11:30.
Just about.
Who's there?
Mr. Vichurin?
Yes? Who are you? What do you want?
A little talk about a Cellini.
Hello?
De Brion?
Yes? Who is it?
I called you before about the Cellini. Have you thought about it?
Yes, I've thought about it.
The price is $500,000. American. Interested?
How did you get it?
From Dashfield. Who else?
You stole it?
You might say that.
You're wasting my time, whoever you are. Dashfield's Cellini is a fake.
Uh-uh. It's genuine, De Brion. Genuine. And I can prove it.
Ah.
Day after tomorrow, at 2 o'clock. Take a cab to the Etoile. Wait on the corner of Avenue Foch. Okay, Vichurin. Let's have our little talk, shall we?
Shall we say 12, 24, and 5 it was, and 30,000 for the bout.
I know it's been your favorite form of revenge, Philippe, man and boy, for the last 5 years. But is this the sole purpose of my visit?
Oh, not at all. I have something for you.
Oh, what's that?
What would you say to an excellent plot for your hero, Mark Kane?
I didn't think you liked Mark Kane. You said he was so common because he defended himself with anything available.
Oh, you're mistaken, Jason. He has audacity, intelligence, style. That makes up for anyone's background. How could I not care for him?
That's what I like about you most, Philippe. An aristocrat with obvious middle-class tastes. What about the plot?
5 years ago, I was browsing through the Marché Pontier with an acquaintance of mine, an American named Edwin Dashfield. I suddenly discovered a rather interesting piece, a salt cellar, adorned with the figures of Venus and Cupid. Dashfield joked that it could possibly be the so-called Golden Cellini.
What, lost in the Urbano fire in 1623?
So it was recorded. Should we play? We bought it. Modest price. Became intrigued. Possible authenticity. 2 days later, we took it to Vatican. Authority, Renaissance objet d'art. You really are the best man I've met.
His verdict?
Dismissed it. A copy of the original. Dashfield decided to keep it, paid me my share of the purchase price. Now a villain has contacted me. Swears the Dashfield Cellini is genuine.
The villain admits stealing it?
Of course. He offered it to me, $500,000. If he's right, and it is the Cellini, I must have it. I told him. Interested? Meet him tomorrow. If Dashfield cheated, then the Cellini is rightfully mine. I want you to meet the villain. Get the Cellini. I will give you $100,000 as recompense for your labors.
Hold it. Buttons come off.
Now we're equal, Jason.
Don't be ridiculous, Philippe.
Are you afraid? Do I see fear? Is this how Mark Cain behaves, huh? What about my proposition?
Champagne's getting flat, Philippe.
I'm disappointed in you, Jason. I took you for my friend. You think you can accomplish what I ask?
Try me.
Cash on delivery?
Of course.
There'll be no second chance.
None will be required, monsieur.
His name is Luca. Frankie Luca. He has a hotel room at this address. Hotel Napoleon. You come to me with very good recommendations, Val.
I won't fail you, monsieur.
You understand your assignment.
Yes, I do. Completely.
No, Jason, Jonquil isn't with me.
Jonquil? I think she's become a question of splitting the atom.
You mean the way the Lalage was with me?
Don't go on about Lalage. I've just come from Philippe.
Oh, yes. Was it interesting?
I think you play better poker away from the tables.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Don't think you're going to want this anymore, do you? I have all the information you want by now.
You couldn't possibly have seen me plant this last night.
Matter of fact, I didn't. Just happened to know you very well, John.
Oh, the Borgias could have learned from you, Jason.
Compliments, compliments everywhere.
You realize if you'd taken Philippe's offer, we'd now be in opposition.
What did Deshfield offer you?
Dollars. Switzerland. $250,000. Care to come in with me?
$250,000? Unfortunately, I don't want to get involved.
Pity.
Just yet.
Well, I must be off. There's a certain person I don't want to leave too long out of my sight.
John?
Mm-hmm.
Word of advice. I know you're not going to take it.
I'm listening.
Forget the Cellini.
Forget the Cellini?
Yes, I know. It's just that I have a, well, call it a premonition.
Jason.
What?
You really do care.
Oh, hold on.
Get in, DeBrion. I don't have to introduce you to Vaturin, do I, DeBrion? You're already acquainted, aren't you?
Briefly. Some 5 years ago.
Well, Vaturin's got something he wants to tell you. Along the lines of a confession, wouldn't you say? DeBrion. DeBrion. You like a drink? Garson. Okay, Vaturin. Tell DeBrion how it was, just like you told me. Tell him, Vaturin.
The day before you came to seek my advice with Dashfield. Dashfield visited me alone with the Cellini. I examined it very thoroughly. I consulted documents, including Benvenuto's Vita. I was in no doubt. It was the original work.
And Dashfield persuaded you to tell DeBrion it was phony. And what did he use to persuade you? 200,000, wasn't it?
Get out, Vaturin. Before I soil my hands breaking your neck.
You heard the man, Vaturin. Better do it. Our friend couldn't wait. Give that one to me.
Ah, merci, monsieur. Votre santé.
Yeah, sure. Well, Philippe, what are you saying?
You're asking me to pay a very high price.
1/6 its value? Well, if you're not interested, I can find another buyer. Might take a little while, but I'm in no hurry.
It would take me 3 or 4 days to raise this kind of money.
Like I say, I'm in no hurry. Why the sour look, beautiful? We have got a deal.
John Mallon was outside the cafe. He followed you here.
Did he see you?
No. I think you could have been wrong.
Yeah, like how?
Maybe you should have killed him.
Yeah, maybe. You know, this could work out for the better. He's gonna figure that Cellini's here, right?
Right?
Right, so we make it easy for him to get it.
Easy.
Yeah. Easy to get it good.
I'm sorry, Jason.
Sorry? For what?
You're angry with me.
I'm not in the least bit angry with you.
You are.
Well, do I look angry? I will be if you don't stop pretending to be guilty.
Please forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive, Jonquil.
Please kiss me, and then I know you've forgiven me.
I'm working, Jonquil.
Please, Jason.
Well, just...
You're so much, much more compelling than John.
So you. I knew it. Bang goes chapter 1. Surprise, surprise.
You've been a great help, Jason, and I thought it only right and proper you should see it before I leave.
Hasty exit?
You could say that. Hello, bookings? Yes, I'd like a seat on the first available flight to Los Angeles, California. Yes, I'll hold. Dazzling, isn't it?
Dazzling.
Hello, John Quill.
Hello, John.
Yes, Los Angeles, first available flight. That's the earliest? Okay, one seat. Mallon, John Mallon. M-A-L-L-E-N. Yes, I'll hold. Jason, what? Oh, no. It's not a fake.
All that glisters is not gold.